Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you take that opportunity, even though Jameis Winston is your quarterback last year. Threw for over 5,100 yards, but he also threw 30 interceptions. Tom Brady threw just 8 in New England last season. They figured that can be the difference to get that team into the playoffs and maybe back to the Super Bowl.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. 8 yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Packers take over.
Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And the question swirled around Green Bay all off-season in free agency and through the draft. Did they acquire enough pieces to help their all-star quarterback, Aaron Rodgers? Just think about the last 2 years for him. 51 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions, and rallied the Packers to 13 regular season wins last year and a trip to the NFC Championship Game. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and the Packers are hoping to take the next step.
On the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Able to find Lazard. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 13-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Rodgers pass intercepted.
You know what they say, when you pick off Aaron Rodgers, you better keep that football because you don't see that sight very often. Last year, 27 touchdown passes, just 4 interceptions, the lowest percentage of passes intercepted in the league for the 2nd straight year. In fact, he's the all-time best in that category. Less than 2% of his passes all time have been picked off.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the 3rd-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
7 yards there and a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9. 1st down Tampa. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Brady will try again on second down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Brady throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
8-yard pickup.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to Mike Evans.
A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. Really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
At their own 25-yard
The
line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
The ball carrier.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Jones, the ball carrier. Tackle made at
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Brady now on 1st down. A quick pass here to Godwin.
Brady's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
First down, Tampa Bay.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Za'Darius Smith, his second sack of the night. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 a lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Brady going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
First down, Buccaneers.
On first down, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Tom Brady sacked. Fumble on the play.
At the 23, it's second and 12. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Field goal. A 40-yard.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 10, Packers 7.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, 27 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Dare Ogunbowale. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Brady, open man is Howard, the tight end. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's second down. To throw again, Rodgers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brought down by Shaq Barrett. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 46.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 30.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Brady's pass.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
And incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Herman to return. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
18-yard line.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, The quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Flushed out right. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Ogunbowale. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Brady. Incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Bucs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third and 10. Now Brady again. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have the full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Williams. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And Adams has it. Good play. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.